So, uh, we have Arteezy here and players of Evil Geniuses, and you're?
Zai.
So, you're Zai. So how was your flight? I've seen you in the lounge like sleeping yesterday all day after games.
Yep.
So how it was?
The flight was really rough. We had a 2-hour flight to Seattle, then we had a 9-hour flight to Amsterdam, and then another 2-hour flight to Kiev. The 9-hour flight was actually so rough. Like, I couldn't sleep on it, so I had to stay awake. I watched a few episodes of House, but other than that, like, the turbulence got me off guard, kind of. But other than that, after the flight, I was super tired. I had some jet lag, and I slept a lot, like you said, to counteract it. But today, I think I'm feeling better.
And it was easier for you, I suppose, because you're from Sweden, yeah?
Yeah, it was only like 5 hours of travel, so it wasn't
So,
too bad.
and did you have any fears of coming in Ukraine due to the situation here?
At the very beginning, before actually coming to Kiev, I had some concerns. My parents warned me a lot, saying it's dangerous. But now that I'm actually here, it's like not that, I don't know, I'm not that scared.
No, I mean, once you get here, it's not scary at all, but
Okay. There is opinion that the Star Ladder is like mini the international. So do you agree about it, and what's your concerns?
Yeah, I agree with that because it basically has the Chinese, has the Koreans, I guess, has Europe. So yeah, it's basically like the mini international. Yeah.
I think it's a good tournament to start off, like the tournaments following before TI. So it's kind of like a preview of what you might see at TI, which is nice.
Okay, and what are expectations? Only winning, or top three will be a good result?
I think we want to go for the like at least grand finals, but we want to win.
Yeah, especially after seeing how well we played today and yesterday, I think we can make it to the top.
Well, Arteezy, while you were helping to stream LD for Beyond the Summit, you named that you think the top three of the tournament are Evil Geniuses, DK, and not Swinster. Why these three teams? And
I feel like those three teams are the teams that are up to date with the current metagame and understand each draft. Because I think like Alliance, they're kind of behind right now. They're still using old style gameplay. So I think the teams with the most current state of like that understand the game can do the best here. It could change it at international, but right now I think those are the three teams that understand the game the most right now.
And what's your opinion about what three teams are the best at the moment?
It's probably like Arthur said, Navi, DK, and us. I think us especially. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but I feel like we have a good grasp of what we're gonna do in our games. And so far, we haven't met any like big challenge that we can't get through.
And what teams can surprise?
I thought Roxkiss would surprise us, but we kind of played well against them. So I think maybe DK has something against us after watching our games. Because I think they're going to switch up their style versus us for sure. So I'm expecting something from them.
I think Alliance also might have something prepared for us, seeing as we're undefeated right now, and they really need to beat us to progress. So they might have something.
Well, you're a new team, and you're playing with stand-in at the moment. What's the secret of your success?
I don't know. I guess we all just trust each other to play. Even though we haven't played with Eternal Envy together as a team, I personally played with him, and I trust in his ability to play carry. And I guess it just carries on with the rest of the team. If you're confident in each other, then you can play well.
Yeah, and I think it's not that difficult, to be honest, to switch out one player, because he still plays the same role as like another player would. So Envy plays the same thing Frey would do, so it's not that difficult.
But Fear is your captain, and it's a remarkable player.
Yeah.
So is it hard without him?
Of course, it's harder, but we all have to like make do. We need to compromise sometimes, so it's working out.
And without Fear, you were playing in America with other stand-in. It was Mason, I suppose.
Yes.
And why didn't he come?
He had school to attend to. He had exams or something coming up, so he couldn't come.
So it's a pity. Oh, Arteezy, and how did you come up with the idea of Naga solo mid?
It was inspired by Miracle. I think he played it safe lane at the time. After I played a pub and I random Naga and I went mid with him. And I felt like it was pretty strong at the time, so we tried it out in a scrim or two. And we thought like it's really strong, so we started playing it from there.
And maybe it was like a little bit awkward for you when the opposite team picks Naga for the mid. So is it hard to play against it, and how you can counter it?
The good thing is that I played it so much that I think when I played, I'm like, okay, I'm scared of this hero. I feel pressure versus this hero, so I try to incorporate a hero that can really punish Naga, like Dragon Knight, some of that, some kind of strategy around it.
Mhm. And what surprises have you prepared for us in the next games? Maybe some unusual picks or other stuff?
I can't really say, but we planned something for every team.
Okay. What do you think about last patch? What would you change in it, and what is good?
Mm, I don't really like how they made offlane so much easier. It's kind of sometimes when you play Radiant offlane, you can put any hero up there. So it kind of nullifies the concept of being an offlane hero. Like we used to see like Clockworks and Darkshades only, but now it can be any hero like Centaur or Nyx. So maybe do something about that. What else? I think there are some heroes that are really broken right now too, like Terrorblade, Phoenix, Ember Spirit, Naga. I mean, so obviously balance those heroes out, I think.
And is there any difference between Radiant and Dire side besides the offlane? And about the Roshan Pit, the other things, would you change it, or it's
That's
not the matter?
that's always really hard, I think, to balance Dire and Radiant, because I think what they wanted to do with the offlane thing was give like Radiant a buff in the offlane, like their offlane is so much easier, but then Dire has access to Rosh, so they like try to even it out, but it's pretty
not.
difficult.
Okay, so you said that you would change Ember, so Ember Spirit is in Imba right now, and what heroes should be fixed? Also, like in Captain's mode, I suppose, and what heroes, in your opinion, are underrated?
I think some strength stunners are really underrated. Like we play Rithgang a lot as support, and I think more heroes of that kind could be played. Like maybe Sven, more Sand King. We've seen more Sand King now. More Earthshaker and stuff like that. Besides that, I think some more carries should be buffed so that they can be playable. Like maybe I don't know, agility carries like Phantom Assassin, Stealth Assassin, stuff like that.
And what's your opinion?
I think they need to change how just illusions are in the game. I think like Radiance should do percentage damage on illusions, so then Naga is not gonna be that broken, and you can explore different builds on her. It'll be pretty cool. And underrated heroes, I think Tree is very underrated right now. Death Prophet's very underrated, I feel. I think Invoker needs a nerf on his just base attack damage. I think that's be enough. His laning is really annoying right now.
Oh, and there was about the turn protector, there was a little bit awkward when you picked turn protector about Rockskis, against Rockskis. And you know, like it was, we were waiting it from Goblak, and, and it was, oh my god.
PPD and Goblak have like the same vision of like the metagame. They both enjoy that hero a lot. Like a lot. They love that hero.
Okay. And what you guys think about Empire?
Empire has been really dominant lately. Going into this tournament, I thought they were going to be a bit more scary than they are now, because they got into the tougher group, I think. So they lost 2 matches and only won 1. So they're looking kind of uneven right now. But I think they have the potential to beat what they're playing. They're playing Roxkis.
Yep.
I think they'll beat Roxkis.
So Empire is at the moment a little bit like an underdog, yep?
Yeah, probably.
And what's your opinion?
Playing with Empire Online, I always felt they were kind of weak, and I thought they were going to be stronger on LAN, but the results haven't favored them as of yet. But I do think they can beat Roxkis, and then I think they play Navi, because I think Navi will win their game. I think they have the potential to win this tournament if they like I guess get their drafts, if they just focus. It seems on LAN they're not performing as well as they should be.
Okay, so guys, you are both players of new generation,
Yeah.
I suppose. But the most of the players are like elder, like 22, 23 years old. So what's the hardest moment between being a pop player, strong pop player, and becoming a professional?
I guess it's like hardest thing for me, I guess a long time ago, was my attitude towards the game. I really was very selfish. I didn't like want to play with my team a lot. But like as I guess you grow older, then you realize like you can't. It's not 1v5. You have to play with your team. And yeah, I think that's the main issue. Just dealing with your attitude and ego, stuff like that. because when you put 5 players with the same mentality, it creates a really good environment to play in. But if you have like players that's selfish and don't want to cooperate, it's very like hard.
And you?
I think it's also very important to have connections to good players, pro players, and I think in-house leagues are very good for that. You can play, like I played NEL a lot, and so I got to know Arturo, I got to know Fear, and Peter in Universe and stuff. So I think you get to know a lot of players if you get into like high-level games, and I think in-house leagues are good for that.
So it's like a bit of luck and to be in the right place in the right moment. Yeah?
Pretty much. I think you have to be lucky to be.
So thank you both for the interview and maybe some shoutouts for fans or sponsors.
Okay. Shout out to my sponsors, of course. We got Monster, HyperX, CyberPower,
Yeah, a lot of them, I suppose.
PlanetSide 2, Razer, and BenQ. And yeah, shout out to NA Dota and my fans, and also to the Americans staying up watching our games.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Shout out to any Dota, all of our fans, the people watching back at home.
So thank you guys.
Thank you for the interview.